The European Union Emission Trading System, EU ETS, is a cornerstone of the EU's policy to combat climate change and represents the world's first major carbon market. Established in 2005, it functions as the primary tool for reducing greenhouse gas emissions in the region, specifically targeting carbon dioxide emissions from high-emission industries, such as power generation, manufacturing, and aviation. The EU ETS operates on a cap-and-trade principle where a cap, or limit, is set on the total amount of greenhouse gases that can be emitted by organizations covered under the system. This cap is reduced over time in order to decrease the total emissions. Companies receive or purchase emission allowances, which they can trade with one another as needed. One allowance permits the emission of 1 ton of CO2 equivalent. If a company exceeds its allowances, it faces significant fines, thereby creating a financial disincentive against excessive emissions. The underlying mechanism of the EU ETS seeks to incentivize businesses to invest in clean technologies as a cost-effective way to mitigate emissions. It creates a market price for carbon, thus influencing economic decisions based on the cost of emitting carbon versus investing in greener alternatives. Consequently, the ETS encourages innovation and competition among companies to achieve emissions reductions efficiently. Improvements to the EU ETS have occurred through various phases, starting from its initial implementation to its current 4th phase, running from 2021 to 2030. During this phase, significant reforms have been structured to increase the system's robustness. These include measures to double the rate at which the cap is reduced, adjustments to enhance market stability, and the introduction of policies designed to safeguard the competitiveness of EU industries. Preventing carbon leakage, where companies might relocate to regions with less stringent emissions regulations. Despite its accomplishments, the EU ETS faces challenges and criticisms, particularly concerns regarding the adequacy of its cap level, price volatility, and the need for broader international cooperation. The market price of carbon, while instrumental, has sometimes been too low to drive the necessary overhaul of industrial practices towards sustainable alternatives. Additionally, global cooperation remains essential, as climate change is a worldwide issue requiring comprehensive action by multiple nations. In conclusion, the EU ETS is pivotal in the EU's climate strategy, illustrating an ambitious approach to reduce emissions while balancing economic growth.